Hello, and welcome to Season 2, Race 18 of my F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. We are here in Brazil for the Brazilian Grand Prix. We have qualified on pole. Typical fare up front, Ferraris and McLarens with Sonoda, followed by the Red Bulls, my teammate, the AlphaTauris. So we'll see how the actual grid looks when I'm sure there will be grid penalties, so we'll see how those affect the starting grid. Of course, as I mentioned in previous videos, we have already clinched the Drivers' Championship, and we're fighting Ferrari for the Constructors' Championship. And Mexico was pretty much a wash in terms of the points. Nobody gained. Ferrari didn't gain on us, but we didn't lose any points to them. We basically scored the same amount of points, so nothing really changed. So, yeah, it's still like 60-some points ahead at the moment. And even with oh, what was I say? I think they're actually thinking my. No, I thought there was an interview coming.
I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Weather's good. Yeah, I think it's basically as long as I just can finish decently in the points, and as long as Sainz and Leclerc don't get 1-2 finishes the rest of the way, I think we got it pretty much locked up. But we'll see. I would purchase more durability, but you know, maxed out on the department, so we can't really do anything. Oh, I was just going to show the performance comparison, yeah. Nothing really. I mean, we're still going to have some upgrades coming, though they're not coming until, I think, Australia at the earliest, so yeah, nothing much else to say, so let us go straight into the Brazilian Grand Prix. Nice drink of water.
Formula One returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit, and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. And that gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of Turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness, and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. It's the owner-driver in pole position then. And P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Sonoda, Charles Leclerc and Perez, Lundgaard, Bottas, Mick Schumacher. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Esteban Ocon. Norris, Gasly, they've taken a grid penalty. Fernando Alonso and Stroll. Russell, Mazepin, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Guan Yu Zhou and Max Verstappen. Ireland, Latifi, Vettel and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid.
Alright, so we do get some shakeups, as I mentioned. Uh, strategy calls for a one-stop, soft to hard. We'll see if that actually plays out as planned, or if we'll need to make any changes to that. Race director has everyone starting on softs.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature. The drivers we're racing are Ricardo and Sainz. Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Dries seem like the best tyre for now. Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
We're gonna get some ghosting! Yes, we will. We're getting some ghosting. A lot of ghosting.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Alright. Wait for the light to go out. Here we go, everyone's formed up. So it's time for 36 laps for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. That was a long way at the light. Here comes Ricardo to the inside. He's gonna beat us into turn one. And oh, Sergio Perez. Ooh, tight. I got a little bit of damage, maybe? Actually, let's see. Perez, actually, he got a great start. He was back in P6. Look at his start. So he gets by Leclerc, and he dies on the inside, and 3 wide passes, or does the 3 wide pass on Tsunoda and Sainz, and then he's got me for position. Just trying to see if I get any damage, because I did run into the back of him. Yeah, a little bit to the front wing. Let's go right here and didn't mean for Sainz to get by me there. Just trying to check the front wing. And yeah, we're good. Okay, we're good to go. Oh, come on, Sainz. What are you doing?
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
That was a no bueno move. A no bueno move. Alright. Can we finally get through the first lap? I think we can. Alright.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
So we lose 2 spots off the start. Ricardo is moved into the lead, while Sergio Perez has moved into P2. 1 second. just had to check my head. It's acting staticky. Okay, so actually, we've actually had an incident on track somewhere. Fernando Alonso is without his front wing. No front wing on Alonso's car. No idea what happened. But he's holding up everyone behind him, like majorly. Let's go back and check and see. They got it all sorted out back there. Were they able to get past him? Yeah, they really just waited all the way around until Alonso's going to come in. And it's actually really holding up people behind, because now one of the Williams, I think this is Russell, is trying to pass Mazepin. Alright, now let's check and see what happened back there as Alonso comes into the pits. And it's a hornet's nest back there. Look at this from Stroll. He's got there's 3 wide, now 4 wide behind them. Look, who is that dive bombing back there? Let me see that. Who is that? That is Antonio Giovinazzi. Bravo, sir. A kamikaze dive bomb to the inside of turn 1. Taking it 4 wide. Honestly, that's worthy of a picture. Ooh. Share. Options. Let's look at this again, though. Bravo, Antonio Giovinazzi. A 4 wide dive bomb into turn 1. I don't know if it worked. We'll check in a second. But, man, what a move as I nearly run into the back of Sergio Perez. That kind of worked out for him.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
I think we're gonna be able to make a move on Perez here. ERS, DRS. Look at the straight line speed. Fastest lap of the race as we storm back into P2 and begin the chase after Daniel Ricciardo in the McLaren. Alonso running in dead last all by himself back there. Go DRS, ERS deployed. Gonna make a move to turn one.
You're pulling out a second lap on the car behind.
Yes, we can. Can Ricciardo come back? I've already pulled out half a second on the Australian. As Carlos Sainz battles Sergio Perez for P3. Whoa, what happened to Giovinazzi? He got disqualified? What happened to him? Oh, he got turned around sideways. Did he really get disqualified for trying to turn himself back around? That seems pretty harsh. Poor Gio. That's ridiculous if you ask me. But nevertheless, we carry on. Sun definitely starting to come out now. Actually do our mid-session save. running a little wide. Here comes Ricardo. Looking to challenge to the inside. Gonna let Ricardo have the lead for now. Again, I can't talk. Ricardo's passive lead has befuddled me so much that I can't talk. I was gonna say I would let him by some back end going down the back straight, or I guess going up the front straight. I can get the DRS again, pass him again, and we'll do the same song and dance. And we've built a decent gap to Perez and Sainz to the point that neither of them can get the DRS on us because we're over second ahead of them. So we could just keep the battle between myself and Ricardo. That'd be wonderful. Making the move on the outside. Squeeze him out a little bit, and we move back into P1. Now we broke the DRS barrier to Ricardo. I think with the rate of the tire wear at this stage, one stop is definitely viable. So I think we can stretch it a little bit beyond what our pit window says. I think we can make it to lap 16. And then pit for mediums.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards. box. We're coming in this lap.
Has anybody else made their stop yet besides Alonso? I know he's had two. Lando Norris is actually in the pits now, and Alonso, but that's really it. And tire wear is really good right now, so I think I can just take it to lap 16. Before we're putting on the mediums.
We're leading our teammate by 12.2 seconds.
Oh no, Leclerc's out of the race. What happened to him? Let's go back. Take a look. Must have been an engine failure. Of some sort. No smoke, but clearly an issue. Oddly enough, just as Sainz is coming out of the pits, his teammate pulls it up and is out of the Grand Prix. No safety car, though.
Yellow flag. Green flag. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Affirmative. Medium tyres at the next stop.
Lundgaard might be coming in now, but I've got to pit now just to stay in touch with, I guess more so to stay in lockstep with Ricciardo, because Ricciardo's pitted and he was in second, so.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Though I am 13 seconds ahead of Lungard, so... If he pits now, he shouldn't be held up that much.
Christian is coming in for his stop. Complete, go now. Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
So we come out behind Esteban Ocon. So a slight delay in Lungard stopping, gets held up and passed by, I believe, Gasly. I'm not sure if Gasly was ahead of him or not, I don't remember. And so it's technically a lost spot, but if Gasly was behind him, but Leclerc dropping out gains him a spot anyway, so I'm trying to see. So Ocon hasn't stopped, and neither has Mazepin. So you got two guys who have yet to make a pit stop in this race. Ocon really stretching out the tire wear here. He's going to be a real sitting duck. Science, I just noticed, went on hards. Not sure about that decision. See, that corner leaves the door so wide open, and it tempts you to take it, but it's also kind of not the decent place to pass at the same time. It's sort of weird in this corner. The AI instinctively want to cut down very sharp at the apex. Stay behind Ocon to get a little DRS assistance, as I presume he'll pit now. Does, as I rubble over the track, that's okay. We'll take that track limit warning.
Gap to teammate behind is 15.3 seconds.
New fastest lap of the race. And unless anything develops in terms of a safety car, pretty much just going to be, the biggest question is, am I going to be able to lap some people before the end of this race? kind of hard at this point to get a good sense of where the first lap down car is. Or I guess where the first back marker is. It's on track. You can see him a little ways up the road. Looks like one of the looks like Guan Yu Zhou in his Alfa Romeo. Boy, not a good day for Ferrari-powered cars, aside from Carlos Sainz. Also trying to get this race over with as quickly as possible.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
So I can finish up in time for AEW Rampage on at 10 o'clock.
Understood, copy that.
If we're not that long, or not that far behind Guan Yu Zhou.
We're leading our teammate by 21.3 seconds.
There we go, we've lapped Guan Yu Zhou.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
more potential lap cars coming up ahead of us. It's like a Williams and a Haas.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
We will not be boxing this lap, Jeff, because tire wear looks pretty good. I don't know if you noticed. See if he lets me by. Callum Islet up next. He will presumably let me by as well. And in doing so, Latifi just blows by him. Fortunate for Islet, bad timing. Not that far from the end. Do one more mid-session save.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
a little bit of a mistake there. Pretty bad corner complex there. We're closing in on Fernando Alonso and the other Williams, George Russell. Of course, Alonso got that very early wing damage on the opening lap of the race, as a matter of fact.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Pushing hard to try to catch these lappers. They're on the same straightaway, they're not that far ahead. So the first car up to lap here is going to be George
We have
Russell
5 laps of fuel remaining.
in his Williams. I don't know why I braked. It was weird. For some reason I had the instinct to brake, but I'm like, wait a minute. I should just blow by him, because he's the lap car. I shouldn't be concerned about not making the corner and getting into him. He should let me by. Not a problem. Anyway, back to the main story as we try to catch Fernando Alonso and put him a lap down. Alonso never fully recovered from that opening lap issue. Slowly trottled around the track, came in for his pit stop, changed front wing, and he's been in this spot ever since. Or in this back half of the field ever since, I should say. We have 3 laps to go now. We're almost a full pit stop ahead of Ricciardo at this stage. And honestly, I'm surprised that Sainz has been able to stay there in P3 despite being on the hard tire. Although Perez, to be fair, is pretty close to him.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Two laps to go. On the penultimate lap here, we'll be taking the white flag this time by, as we have grown our gap to Ricciardo to just about 20 seconds. He really just pulled away. You know, I wasn't sure whether we were going to be able to pull away once we took the lead, but boy, have we pulled away.
This is your final lap of the race.
Full pit stop advantage over second place. I could have pitted if I wanted to do the fastest lap, but I already had the fastest lap, so there's no real need to pit. Alright, it's going to be another one in the win column. Just going to speed towards the finish line. For the second year in a row, we will take the Brazilian Grand Prix.
That's 3 wins in a row. Unbelievable work.
Yeah. That's how we do it.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Sebastian Vettel would definitely be my first choice. He showed up a lot of the drivers out on the track today and didn't show any signs of slowing down.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Alright, and that was the Brazilian Grand Prix. With that result, McLaren not scoring points, and myself winning the race, and Lundgaard being in the points, we extended our lead to 86. So I'm pretty sure we have the opportunity to lock up the Constructors' Championship in Australia. So that should be fun, though we will go to the replay very briefly just to see what the heck happened to Fernando Alonso on the first lap of the race. So there he is. He's doing alright, no real problems yet. He's behind Lando Norris. He's probably going to try to make a move. Oh! Oh, he just went to make a move and just plowed right into the back of him. In a weird way, it actually helped Lando Norris pass, he really helped Lando Norris pass Mick Schumacher. Yeah, there you go. So that's what happened to Alonso. No interview questions, apparently. Alright, running against the clock here, so we'll make this as quick as possible.
The team's income is looking very robust right now. It's time for you to have a think about our profit margin and what areas of the operation might benefit from that money.
Alright, race simulation seemed good. Morale, use some durability morale if that's an option. Yeah, we can go with that. And then, we'll do title sponsor venue opening. And that'll be it. We got a lot of stuff before the next race. We know R&D failure on the aero side.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through,
Multiple
but
failures.
some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
Alright. Alright, so I got that taken care of. And got power unit upgrade from Renault, so there you go. Alright, that's it for the Brazilian Grand Prix. I'll see you next time for the Australian Grand Prix.